painting is an information system governed by entropy and redundancy. A painting is an information system governed by entropy and redundancy. High contrast regions carry high informational density. Neutral regions carry redundancy and rest. Noise is not absence of signal, but an unstructured signal. The painter reduces entropy. The painter reduces entropy by organizing difference into legible relations. Beauty emerges when complexity approaches the threshold of intelligibility without exceeding it. Every mark is both signal and noise depending on its relational context. Signal is that which differentiates. Noise is that which obscures differentiation. The master painter composes noise deliberately to enhance signal. The background is not passive, it is a field of controlled noise against which forms emerge. Lost and found edges are modulations between signal clarity and noise diffusion. Resonance occurs when relations reinforce each other across distance. A color in one region vibrates with its echo elsewhere in the field. Civilized identity is a surface condition. It depends upon stable conditions, full stomachs, predictable services, and low threat. Morality, honor, friendship, and tenderness are all real at one level, yet their social forms are fragile. Under pressure, they do not always survive the organism's demand to continue. The awakened do not falter themselves. The awakened do not flatter themselves with fantasies of inherent nobility. They know that circumstances shape expression. They know that circumstances shape expression, but does not create a separate species of man. There are no fundamentally different kinds of humans, only humans under different pressures. The criminal, the saint, the soldier, the refugee, the cannibal, the philanthropist, and the suburban parent are separate less by essence than by condition. Thus, the monsters of history are not aliens. They are ourselves under altered weather. Fear gives birth to denial. Denial then constructs the cozy architecture of continuity, permanence, and personal importance. What men call future is often only the extension of denial into time. What men call future is often only the extension of denial into time. They protect themselves with plans, careers, inheritances, institutions, and children, so as not to face the immediate abyss. The refusal to look at death, impermanence, and groundlessness creates the small circular lives of managed distraction. Thus people cling to blandness, not because blandness satisfies, but because vivid reality terrifies. Thus people cling to blandness, not because blandness satisfies, but because vivid reality terrifies. The comfortable self is not secure, it is defended. Its peace is the peace of avoidance. There is only one real game in life, the direct confrontation with what is. All lesser games exist to postpone this encounter. There is only one real game in life, the direct confrontation with what is. All lesser games exist to postpone this encounter. Men busy themselves with dozens of little games: status, romance, cause, taste, career, ideology, wellness, spiritual progress, entertainment, in order to not play the only game that matters. The big game is not mystical, it is simply factual. It concerns death, fear, ego, impermanence, identity, and the relation between appearance and reality. Most do not avoid truth because it is inaccessible, but because it is unamusing to the ego until the fear barrier is crossed. Once faced directly, reality is astonishingly alive. Thus, the tragedy is not that people are stupid, but that they spend their lives defending themselves against the very wonder that would free them. Boredom is dangerous because it strips distraction of charm. Boredom is dangerous because it strips distraction of charm. Boredom is dangerous because it strips distraction of charm. When the ordinary entertainments of consensus reality fail, one becomes vulnerable either to awakening or to reckless honesty. The contented awakened one may still be drawn into foolishness. The contented awakened one will still be drawn into foolishness, not from craving, but from the certain irritation at the triviality of social dreams. Boredom often drives truth outward in sharp, uninvited forms. What the polite suppress, the bored may suddenly announce. Thus many disruptions are born not from malice, but from intolerance for banality. Thus many disruptions are born not from malice, but from intolerance for banality. Intelligence is not awakening. One may possess immense cleverness and remain wholly governed by egos. The subtle and successful are often harder to awaken than the crude and broken. The subtle and the successful are often harder to awaken than the crude and broken because they have more elegant ways to rationalize sleep. Insight does not always accompany high cognition. The awakened may appear intellectually softened because they no longer live by sharpness of distinction, acquisition, and strategic suspicion. The distrustful mind takes itself for wise, yet the only thing truly worthy of distrust is ego. Therefore, awakening may look like diminished cleverness to the clever, while cleverness may look like blindness to the awake. The world often invites truth not to hear it, but to exhibit it. The awakened one is frequently used as entertainment. The awakened one is frequently used as entertainment by those who wish to be initiated, those who wish to be titillated without being transformed. Every sincerity can contain manipulation. One may welcoming the truth speaker while secretly arranging a spectacle around him. Yet exploitation and usefulness can coexist. A stage encounter may still become a real one if truth enters with force enough. Thus one may be set up and still serve. The world is full of accidental pulpits. The awakened do not fundamentally advise because advice presumes wrongness needing correction, but nothing is wrong in the ultimate sense. To tell people they are wrong is to strengthen the very structure that binds them. They are not wrong, they are dreaming. Hence the highest counsel is often negative. Do not believe those who claim you are wrong. Do not rush to modify appearances. Do not mistake disturbance for destination. People will go on about their lives as they must. Awakening cannot be commanded as behavior modification. The teacher therefore toys with ideas, exaggerates, provokes, destabilizes, and then withdraws. He cannot make the flower bloom, he can only disturb the soil. The world is a stage, but most roles preserve sleep. Ahab alone sails towards the white fact. Truth demands monomania because illusion is total. Whoever would awaken must become willing to lose every lesser loyalty. Society is a beautiful, decorated dream built of fear, denial, and mutual reassurance. Its comfort is real but shallow, its consensus broad but fragile. Society is beautifully decorated. Society is a beautifully decorated dream built of fear, denial, and mutual reassurance. Its comfort is real but shallow, its consensus broad but fragile. Awakening is not an improved seat at a banquet or selfhood. It is the discovery that the banquet, the guest, the crisis, the future, and the host were all arranged inside a dream. The awakened one remains among sleepers as witness, irritant, clown, and accidental prophet, saying again and again what no one wants to hear and what, at the deepest level, everyone has always known. Therefore, the final law is this: to awaken, desire truth more than comfort. And to desire truth more than comfort is already to feel the first winds of freedom.